everyone, my name's Lacey. I am an independent Scentsy consultant, and today I'm going to go through my Scentsy empties and half empties from the last several weeks with you. Usually I do my Scentsy and vendor wax all together, but since it's been so long and I have so much, I'm going to split them up and we'll see how this goes. I probably won't remember where or when or what I thought of everything that I melted just because it has been so long, but I will try to let you know a general review of each of the scents. So let's start with non-wax items from Scentsy. I finished a cucumber and cactus water Scentsy Fresh. I really liked this. I actually liked the Scentsy Fresh better than I like the wax in this scent. If this were to come back in the Scentsy Fresh, I would get it again. Yeah, it's just really nice, fresh, clean, slightly green. I really enjoyed that one. I also finished up a bottle of Make a Splash fragrance mist. I'm kind of sad about this. I love the Scentsy fragrance mists. I like them for days where I don't want to use my more expensive perfumes and stuff. Like if I'm just going to be sitting at home or whatever, I would just rather use one of these. And this was really, really nice. I actually haven't melted this in the wax, but this makes me want to. So I'm gonna have to get a bar of it at some point. Hopefully it comes back. This was really nice. It kind of reminds me of like cucumber melon from Bath and Body Works, like along those lines, but a little more aquatic and fresh. Really enjoyed this. I would definitely get this again if I could. I'm pretty sure there isn't any of that in clearance or anything, so I don't think I'll be able to get more of that. And then I also finished a scent circle in Scarlet Sunflower. I just took this out of my Scentsy pouch party pouch that I have because it doesn't have any more scent to it. So, but it is a really nice scent. I love this one and I love the label on this one too. I would get this again. Okay, on to wax. We'll start with the half empty since there's only a few of those. The first thing here is a brick of cinnamon chai latte. I really, really like this scent. I don't know if I loved it in the past. I've had this brick for quite a while, but this time I just put it through like the whole first floor of the house and it was amazing. So good. It smells like exactly what it says, like a chai latte. Ugh. And there's something also kind of nostalgic about this. It's one of those scents that kind of reminds me of the Pat the Bunny book, the page with the scratch and sniff cookies. There's a lot of scents that kind of give me that feeling, and this is one of them. So I have a good bit left, and I'm actually going to be kind of sad when this is gone. It performs really well. It smells amazing. It just makes your house smell warm and cozy and comforting, and I'm really liking it right now. So kind of sad that I can't get more of that. Okay, the first bar here is Chillin' and Grillin'. This one is pretty gross. I've been working through this for quite a while because you only need a tiny, tiny little piece of this. I do like the scent of this. It definitely smells like a grill. Like before you put anything on it, you just have it, like you have the flame going. I really like the scent of it, but I don't always want my house to smell like this. So I did just a tiny little bit of this and I forget what I mixed it with. Maybe I'll remember when we come across it, so I'll sit it to the side. But you can cut these pieces into like thirds or fourths and you're still gonna smell it. I did really like whatever I blended this with though. The mix was really nice. I need to try to remember as we go through here. I'll just sit it there for now, but yeah, it kind of has that like hickory grill scent to it. And then the other half empty I have is Around the Campfire. And I love this one. It's very much like a sweet smoky campfire scent, and you get like the dried burning leaves or dried burning wood. I love this one, and it makes a really nice blender. So autumn campfire, that is one that I will club at the end of fall and winter. Hopefully we see it come back. I clubbed it last year and it came back. Well, I clubbed it earlier this year and it came back. So hopefully that's one that we keep seeing return because it is a really nice scent. Okay, I have 4 bars here of frosted cinnamon roll. So I think 2 of them I used for samples and then 2 I melted. And I love this label too. I really like this scent. My husband really likes this scent. I had it going and he came downstairs and was like, it smells really good in here. It's not like a favorite on cold, but I do really like it on warm. I haven't decided if I'm gonna club this or just grab a few. I don't know. It's really nice, and I get that like that warm like icing drizzle kind of scent from it, as well as like a warm cinnamon bakery kind of situation. Performs really well for me. I definitely want to get more. I just haven't decided how exactly I want to do it. Then I have Vitamin U Unwind from the All Is Well collection. This is old, you can tell by the label. This one was, I believe this one was part of the Spring Summer catalog. I did really like this. It reminds me of something, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like walking into Victoria's Secret in like the early 2000s. Something like that. It's kind of perfumey or body care-esque to me. It's really pretty. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's one that I would need more of, but yeah, it was nice. Okay. All right. The next one here is Inner Peace. This is from the Bring Back My Bar. I want to say, was this a January Bring Back My Bar? I don't remember. I had this in my club. It might have even been like last year. I had this one in my club. It's really nice and soapy and clean. There might even be a little bit of lemongrass in here, but I don't mind it. It's just, it kind of smells like a bar of soap. I did end up taking this out of my club because I just find it to not be the best performer for me. It's not the strongest. I do really like the scent though. I might be sad that I can't get more of this. I don't know if I have any more in my collection. It's just a really nice, clean, soapy kind of scent. Okay, the next one here is Stroopwafel Delight. I do believe this is what I mixed with Around the Campfire. I did alternating warmers, but I did a whole bar of Stroopwafel Delight to maybe 3 cubes of Around the Campfire. Ugh, this is so good, but it does not last long in the warmers. This was my last bar of it. I had been hoarding it, and now it's gone, but it's so good. I hope to see this back and I Bring Back My Bar one day. It's just like this warm, it's like a warm, crunchy waffle cookie with caramel in the middle. Ugh, it's good. I like it, and it was really nice with Around the Campfire. It just does not give more than one day. It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't even last one full day for me. What, Tigger? He has the creepiest meow ever. Hopefully he doesn't jump up here. Okay, the next one is Hazelnut Latte. So this is one that I'm constantly like going back and forth if I want to keep this in my club or take it out. But every time I melt it, I'm like, I have to keep it. It's so nice. I can barely smell it in the clam anymore. But man, when it is warming, it's just this like really nice, creamy, to me, it smells like a cappuccino kind of scent. I do 2 cubes in each warmer dish. Typically with Scentsy, I just do 1. With this one, I do 2 and I get pretty decent performance that way. More like a 6 out of 10. But I really like this scent. This is one of the only coffee scents that I really enjoy and like want more of. So that's kind of why I keep it in my club, especially from Scentsy. We all know they're not the greatest with coffee scents. That one to me is really good, but it's definitely more, it's less heavy on the coffee, more heavy on like the frothy, creamy notes that you get from a latte, but it smells like a cappuccino to me. Anyway, next one is strawberry lemon cake. I had actually stuck this one in my club also, just in case I wanted to keep it. I do really like this, and I do really like it on warm. It's a strong performer for me. Again, not a long-lasting performer, but it is fairly strong for me. And I enjoy it, but I am pretty sure I ended up taking it out of my club. I just don't need it. I like it, and I definitely get the lemon in here. To me, I get like a strawberry buttercream with a lemon cake kind of scent, and it does come across as cake to me. I know it's not, I don't think there's actually cake in the notes, but I get this like sponge cake kind of situation from it, like a lemon sponge cake with a strawberry buttercream icing on top. I do like it. It's not the most authentic. It's more of like an artificial kind of smell. I don't know. I don't think I need any more of that. I don't think you can add it to club anymore. I'm good. I like it, but it's not one that I have to have forever. Okay. Next one here is pumpkin cashmere. This is the current scent of the month for October. I will get samples out, guys. I'm so busy all the time. That's why I'm behind the camera today, because if I would have tried to take time to get ready to be in front of the camera, I would have ended up with no time to do this. So I hope it's okay with you guys that I'm behind the camera. This is really nice. It's like a creamy spiced pumpkin. And I just kind of get this like smooth, warm note from the cashmere, especially when it's melting. I enjoyed it. I need to melt another one to kind of see exactly how I feel about it. I don't know. It was just kind of a, yeah, this is nice, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I love this and I need it forever. So, but we'll see. I'll melt it again and see how I feel on the second go around. Okay, the next one here is Indigo Ice from the Indigo collection. I had been hoarding this one. I loved this collection. I loved the labels. I loved everything about it. This was nice. This was kind of leaning toward like a cologne scent, like a clean, crisp, icy cologne. And I liked it. I would get it again. I would get the whole Indigo collection again if it ever came back. Really enjoyed it. The next one, oh, I think this is what I threw some chillin' and grillin' in with. This is Vanilla Oud. I love this one. It's not one that I feel like I have to have. Like, I don't know that I would club this one, but I do really like it. And if it comes back, I would definitely get more of it. And I actually really liked it with a tiny piece of chillin' and grillin' in with it. I don't know, it just added something to it that was interesting, and I just really enjoyed it. So if I have any more Vanilla Oud, I'm not sure if I do, but if I do have any more, I'll probably end up mixing some chillin' and grillin' with it so I can get through that bar of chillin' and grillin'. Okay, and I have been following along still with the melting challenge that Patricia Gates is hosting. Why can I never say her name? I still am following along. Like, I check it every day, or at least every time I change out my wax. I haven't been changing out my wax every day, but when I do, I check the challenge prompts and I try to follow along, but I could not tell you which of these scents was pulled for that prompt. So I am still following along. If you're not following along, I believe she posts it on YouTube and on Instagram. So go check it out. It really helps me get through some wax, and I've just really been enjoying it. The next one here is Amber Hollow. I love this one. I didn't club this one, but I do really like it. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's like this spicy kind of resinous type scent to me. It is strong and it lasts for days. I put this in my bedrooms and bathrooms, and it went for at least 4 days. I keep my warmers on 24/7. Now it did die down a little bit, but I could still totally smell it on the 4th day. Wonderful performer, and I really like the scent. I know that's kind of a hit or miss scent for people, but I do really enjoy it. The next one here is Starburst Sky. I melted this one in the bedrooms and bathrooms, kind of trying to decide if I need to keep this in my club, and I think I do. I just really, really like this one. I know a lot of people get cigarette smoke from this. I don't, but I can see where people are coming from. It's just a really warm kind of perfumey scent to me, like warm and sweet and really good. I love this kind of scent, so I think I'm gonna keep that one in my club for a little bit. I think there's some Amber Hollow on that one. This is similar to like the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent. I've never smelled that scent personally, but I have smelled it in wax and it is very similar. Also, I've heard people say this is similar to the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. So if you like either of those, I would give that one a try. Okay, next one here is Watermelon Patch. I feel like I had blended this with something, but I don't remember what it was. Not a fan of this one. It's not for me. I thought I stuck it in my club for a minute because I was like, but I love watermelon from time to time in summer. This is just not the one for me. I don't know. And it just doesn't really smell good at all in the glam anymore. So yeah, I thought I had remembered this one being like a boomer performer for me, but this time it wasn't. It just, I don't know. I didn't like the scent and it didn't perform well. So I don't think I would get Watermelon Patch again. Dutch Apple Bread. This is from the Harvest Collection scents. I actually really like this one. I feel like a lot of people were saying that they don't love this one. I really like it. Whatever the spices are in here is so good to me. I almost feel like I get ginger. I don't know if there's ginger in here, but I almost feel like I get ginger in here. It kind of gives me Jack's Obsession with a little bit more of a bakery vibe added to it. Yeah, I really like this one. I think I will get more. I believe these are back in stock. I haven't checked. So I should probably do that, but they were supposed to, I don't know if this one ever sold out actually. But the Harvest Collection scents were supposed to come back in stock on October 1st. They could have sold out again. Who knows? I have to check, but I actually really like that one. Okay, next one is Tangerine and Sugarcane. I think I have this one in my club also, and I need to decide if I need it. I do really like it. It's so good. It's so good. That's just what it smells like. It smells like a mandarin, like a sweet sugared mandarin body care. And I just really like it. It's so fresh and sweet and clean at the same time. I really like it in the bedrooms and bathrooms. I don't know. I might have to keep that in at least for a little bit. We'll see. I really need to pare down my clubs. I ended up kind of skipping all of them. They were supposed to ship at the end of September. I did kind of edit, and then I was like, I can't edit anymore and I don't know what to do. So I kind of skipped all of them. Anyway, the next one is Blue Coconut Beach. I also had this in my club, but I do think I took it out. I do really like it. It's really good. I hope this one comes back. I feel like enough people like this one that it will come back. If it doesn't, I might be a little sad, but not too sad. I like it. It's a good performer. It's like a nice creamy coconut body care kind of scent. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. But it's not one that I put in and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm just like, yeah, this is nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, I think it's really nice. I don't think it's one that I have to have all the time. One that I do have to have all the time is Ocean Air and Coconut Water. This was my favorite coconut scent from the spring and summer. This was in the summer collection. It is so good. It's so funny because my nose has definitely moved on to fall scents at this point. So most of the summer scents I smell, I'm just like, it's all right. But I know when spring and summer comes back around, I'm going to be craving these kind of scents. And this one, there's just something about it. It's this beachy coconut with this like ocean air. Oh, I love it. I almost get a little bit of like tanning lotion in here or sunscreen. It's so, so good. Performs so well. It's just so fresh and beachy. I love that one. I do have it in my club. I think I have it in multiple clubs and I need to decide which one I want to keep it in. Okay, the next one here is Forever Fall. I believe this one is in the Harvest collection. Also, I'm kind of getting confused with the new releases, but I think this one's in the Harvest collection. And I actually really like this, but I think the notes are like pumpkin, cinnamon, and brown sugar or something like that. And I swear while this was melting, I was getting apple. Does anyone else get apple? It smells really good. Yeah, I might have to get more of this. I really liked it when it was warming. It was super strong, but I was really getting apple from it. I don't know. I think I need to get another bar to try. But I did really like that one. Forever Fall. Okay. Johnny Appleseed. Now I remember I melted this one for Johnny Appleseed Day. I put this in the back room. It was so good. Ugh. I need to remember how much I love this one. I never order it. I had this bar for a while and there were just a few pieces left. It's so good. It's just like the crispest Macintosh apple kind of scent. Ugh, really good and really strong. I really enjoy that one. So I need to get more of that at some point. All right, I did a bar of Vanilla Waves. I kind of hoard my Vanilla Waves. I think I did this on the last day of summer. We were supposed to melt. I believe we were supposed to melt one of our favorite summer scents, and this is definitely one of my favorite summer scents, but I do hoard it because I only have one bar in one of my clubs. So good. It's like sea salt, vanilla, and caramel. To me, it's just like this fresh, salty vanilla kind of scent. Like a fresh vanilla bean stick. I don't know what they're called. When you like scrape the beans out of the stick. It smells like that with sea salt, like flaky sea salt on top. Oh, and I love it. I love it so much. And it's such a good performer. Vanilla Waves. Love that one. All right, I also finished up my bar of toasted marshmallow. I think this was my last bar. I was hoarding this. I love this so much. Somehow I missed getting this into my club. It's just this like perfect roasty, toasty marshmallow scent. Oh, so good. It's one of the best toasted marshmallows ever. I love that one. I wish the like Gone Camping whole collection would come back. Well, at least the wax bars. Because the other one that was with toasted marshmallow, I forget what it was called. Was it called Gone Camping? I don't remember. I only had one bar of that and I waited too long to melt it. And then when I melted it, I fell in love with it and I couldn't get any more. So I would love to see both of those come back. All right, the next one, Salted Bergamot Breeze. Such a good scent. I do have this in my club. I was kind of deciding between this and Light Side of the Force from the Star Wars collection, but I think I kept this in my club. I feel like that scent will come back, the Star Wars scents. I think they'll come back, hopefully, because I do really like that one, and it's in the same kind of scent family as this one. They're both strong performers. I think this one just has a little bit more of that saltiness to it, and that's why I decided to keep this one. Oh, it's so good. It smells like summer. Love that. Black Forest Pine. One of my favorites. I do have this in my club, but I also have like 10 bars of it in my collection. So I'm kind of like, do I need to keep this in my club? Because I have so much, but I don't think it'll come back ever. And it's my favorite tree scent from Scentsy. It's so good. Oh, it's like this fir note with like a smoked vanilla and I think it's like a peppered tangerine. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It makes my mouth water even though it doesn't smell edible. It's just so good. I don't think I can take it out of my club, guys. It's so good. I might just have to send some off to some waxy friends to make some room in my collection. We'll see. The next one here is Rainfall and Lush Greens from the Mix It collection. I would also put this one in the same kind of scent family as Salted Bergamot Breeze and Light Side of the Force, as well as like Prickly Pear and Agave. They all kind of fit into the same scent family for me. Really good. I get a little bit of a saltiness in here, even though it's rainfall and not, you know, ocean water. It's almost like this salty green aquatic fresh blend. Oh, it's so good. I think this might have been my last bar of it. I did have this in my club for a little bit and took it out, but I would definitely get more of this one. It's really, really nice and fresh. Love it. All right, I have First Day of Fall. I melted this on the first day of fall. This is like pumpkin. There might be some apple in here and then some spices. What am I forgetting? There's something like really specific in here. It almost has kind of a leaves vibe to it. I really like this one. I really only melt the one bar a year on the first day of fall, but I will probably club this at the end of the season just to make sure I have one bar to melt for the first day of fall. I feel like a lot of people do that though, so I feel like that one should come back because if everyone is buying it to melt it on the first day of fall, I feel like that's enough to keep it in the catalog, but you never know. All right, the next one here is Frightfully Delightful. This is the Disney bar from the Harvest collection. I love the label. I love that warmer too. I didn't get it just because I don't really know where I would put it, but it's so cute. I'll probably regret it. This is nice. This has this like fresh pumpkin scent to it with maybe like some brown sugar. I did like this. I don't know if I love it. I might get one more bar if it's still available just to try it again. I think this has peach in it, which I feel like that just adds to the freshness of the pumpkin. Yeah, I like this. I don't know if I love it though. I feel like it was a medium performer if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I don't hate it, that's for sure. I like it. I just don't know if I love it. And it does kind of remind me of, oh, what's the one that I like? There's one that I like and one that I don't really like. It's Perfect Pumpkin Pear and Very Berry Pumpkin. I like Very Berry Pumpkin. I don't really like Perfect Pumpkin Pear. This one gives me a little bit of Very Berry Pumpkin. with like a warmth from a brown sugar or something in it. It's pretty nice, but I don't know if it's one that I need more of. I don't know. Okay, cranberry and cardamom. This is from the fall winter catalog. It's a new scent, one of the new 10 new releases. Really like this. Really like this. It's like cranberry, cherry, and cardamom. I really like it. I did it in the bedrooms and bathrooms, and I thought it was really nice. I remember I walked upstairs and I was like, "Ooh, something smells really good. What is that?" And then I remembered that I put this in the warmers, and it's so nice. It's just, I don't know, it almost has this clean kind of note to it. I feel like Scentsy does cherry pretty well, and the cranberry and cherry in here just mix and mingle so nicely, and you get that little bit of warmth from the cardamom. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm gonna get more of it. I feel like it has the perfect balance of like sweet and tart and warm and fresh. It's really nice. Enjoy that very much. And I think it'll be even nicer during the winter, around the holidays. Okay, just 3 more. I have Huckleberry Hideaway. I love this one. I know it's not a favorite for a lot of people, but I love it. It is in the catalog right now. Oh, it's so fresh to me. It's almost slightly herbal to me. I know this has like floral in it. It has like huckleberries and floral, and I don't know what else. I think it's a violet note that's in here, the floral. But I don't know. It's just very fresh, slightly herbal to me. I love this one. It's so good. It's so strong. Good performer. I love the scent. I love that one. I will probably stick that in my club again at the end of the season because I'm just not so sure. We'll see that one back next year. Okay, the next one here is Pima Cotton. I probably blended this with something. It might have been the Watermelon Patch. I love Pima Cotton. It's one of my favorite laundries from Scentsy. It is in my club. It's so good. To me, it smells like wet laundry and dry laundry at the same time. Like you're taking the dry laundry out of the dryer and switching the wet laundry over to the dryer, and maybe you're hanging some sheets outside to dry. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Good performer, beautiful scent. That is in my club. And the last one here is Tahitian Twilight. I am a fan of this one too. I have this in my club and I think it's going to stay there. I think it's really pretty and unique. Oh, I really, really like this one. It's kind of perfumey. I know there's some pineapple in there. I'm trying to remember what the floral note is. I don't know. I can't remember, but it's just really pretty and unique. I get this like fresh ocean air kind of scent with this like floral, with this pineapple. So pretty. I love this one and it performs really well for me. I also like to do alternating warmers with ocean air and coconut water. I think they go really nicely together. So I love both of those on their own and I love them mixed, and that one is gonna have to stay in my club. That's all the Scentsy that I've gotten through in the last few weeks. I don't even remember the last time I did an empties video. But yeah, that's everything I got through. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what you think of them. Which are your favorites from the new fall winter catalog, or from the harvest collection, or even from the holiday collection? I haven't gotten my holiday scents yet, but I did order them. I'm excited to smell those. I did record a video. I did a Scentsy haul when I got all of my harvest and fall stuff in, but I never got around to editing it and posting it. So I decided to just let it go. I'll show you guys the warmers that I got at some point, and you'll start seeing the bars mixed in here with my empties. So it's okay. It's fine. I'm kind of upset about it, but it's fine. There's no point in posting it now. It's whatever. So anyway, yeah, just let me know what you guys have been up to in the comments so we can chat. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.